Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And as always, you're with Joel and for the main event. Will Sonny Edwards get his world title? That's what we're here to see. Ender, how do you see this one going?
Again, I think I said Edwards points, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to stick with that, given that it's three English judges. But obviously, if the South African can stop him, he'll win. But I think if it goes to points, Edwards will win it. Sorry, I'm being very cynical now, aren't I?
No, I think I'm going with Sonny Edwards on points. I think it's going to be one of those fights, I think, where it could go all the way. And it's a case of will youth overthrow experience? I think we're going to find out.
General skill, I would say. But they're both out of range of each other at the moment. Has a punch landed? Edwards there pawing at him, but again, all landed on the gloves.
So here we go.
Sonny definitely being busy, but is he scoring? Oh, and there's a good punch by the South African.
Moruti, I think we're going to go with, because the surname just defeats us, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I think.
So
there's exchanges there.
We're going to go with Moruti. And to be fair, both of these boxers have got full respect for each other. If you've watched the build up to this fight, they know each other really well from trips abroad previously. So yeah, there's full respect there. Yeah, so we shall see. The knockout ratio of Moruti, he's got a hell of a knockout ratio. 41 fights, 39 wins, 26 knockouts. So it's definitely in his armoury to do it. Sonny, 15 fights, 15 wins, 4 knockouts. So he's more, on the bike, trainers on, off he goes job. So
yeah, and you can see it here by his jab and move style. That's the way Sonny's doing it. Yeah. And he's very elusive there. He left Matupi in the ropes. So
yeah, as I say, if you're watching JG's Fight Talk, thanks for tuning in. Go over to YouTube, make sure you subscribe and chuck in the comments your prediction for the.
So on his movement and on his scoring a few shots there, I'm giving Edwards the first round.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a lot more on the move, should we say, and showing a bit more. I think it's fair to give that one to Sonny. So, as we say, good luck to both fighters, as we say with every fight, and we hope everyone comes out safe. But first round, Edwards.
But yeah. Edwards, I like Edwards' movement. I mean, he hits and he kind of moves out of the way very quickly, and
yeah, he's a hit and not get hit kind of guy.
Yeah, there's where he ducked down, and
we got Williams joining us in the chat. Hi, William. Evening.
Prediction on the punch. I think we both went Edwards points, and from the first round, I'm kind of more comfortable with that because
I went in the predictions. I went for a late stoppage points for Edwards, but I think it's going to be more heading towards points. I think he's made that quite clear, and going by his knockout record of only 4 out of 15.
Because his punches don't look that heavy. And he kind of his jab and move is style. Like, I mean, he's on his bike
It's
a
more
lot.
the style of not get hit and counter punch, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And he does it well. You know,
He
even
does. He
though
does. I'm impressed by Edwards so far.
we're only in the second round, but you know, he knows how to, as we say, get the job done. And
Like, I mean, he jabs and he's gone out of there almost immediately.
you know, and he spoke very good this week with a very mature head, and basically said, look, why would I stand and trade with a guy that's got 26 knockouts? Why would I do it? So he's fully aware of what he's up against, and he said, look, I'm going to be on my bike for 12 rounds, and if it presents itself, then I take it, but I'm not going to stand toe to toe with this guy. So hats off to him. He's not silly.
Yeah, and good peppering of shots there by Edwards.
Yeah, he's very quick.
He's super fast. I like it.
Yeah, he's got a good style, he has.
And he's definitely outnumbering.
Especially for a youngster as well. You don't tend to see so many youngsters doing the in and out counter punch, switching quite a lot as well. He's switching quite a lot. So, it's
and a nice selection of punches
by Sonny Edwards.
in round two. His opponent's really just he's left with kind of throwing out the straight jab and hoping to land. But again, Edwards, they're peppering the shots, uppercuts, jabs.
I have to say the opponent hasn't really had a look in yet.
No.
Moruti's been very quiet, but is he going to be looking to land that shot? This is the knowing that Sonny's. Is he going to wear himself out? Can he move like this for 12 rounds? This is going to be that.
Well, I think, you know, he looks like a man that's well able to do it as long as he's not getting hit, and he's well able to stay out of the way of getting hit. So
and he's only young. You know, he's got a future.
He should be doing okay.
I definitely think Frank's got a good fighter on his hands here.
Yeah.
Both rounds sunny. Yeah, can't really disagree with that so far.
Well, there's the end of round two for me. So again, I've given both to Sonny as well. So
yeah, I think he's on a roll, and he's looking very good, very sharp.
Yes, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, I know people like, you know, brawls and all that, but I do like to see a nice, skillful jab and move boxer. In the style of obviously Floyd Mayweather Jr. would be a great exponent of this, but Floyd Mayweather Jr. has ferocious power in his punches. Sonny Edwards doesn't seem to have that, but I think he seems to be aware of that. And he's happy to score.
Not silly, is he? He's not silly.
No, he's happy to score and move along, and it's good. It's good. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. Yeah, so what have you got in the comments? I'd like to know your views after 2 rounds. I mean, Sonny looks good to us.
Yeah, no, send in your comments. Let us know how you see the fight going. As I say, it's what I really like about Sonny is he goes to that corner, and when his trainer's talking to him, he's eyeballs to the coach, you know, eyeballs to the trainer, listening to everything.
Yeah,
you know, guide me here. You know, you're seeing it from your point of view. Let me know. He's got Grant and Cutman Sheldon. He's got this #Sheffield. There we go. Sheffield is a bit of a cracking place for boxing. So
in the house, and it would explain his shorts then with the red and white stripes of Sheffield United. No, that's his opponent's shorts. What am I talking about?
To be fair, we can go with that if you want.
No.
Maybe he is a Sheffield United fan as well.
Sonny has got very funky shorts. I think it's kind of an ode to the Joker, I think.
He said this week that there was an artist that actually designed his shorts and his robe because he's known as the Show. They call him the Shoker.
Yeah.
So I thought they're quite cool actually. I think.
Oh, they are very cool because I even asked them. The Northern Ireland boxer who's very funky shorts. And he said, actually, no, he thought these were absolutely wicked. And they are. Now, I'm not into cartoons or comics or anything like that, but I just think they're very funky.
Yeah, see, Sonny, any sign of, Moruti sort of getting momentum there, he was quick to get in the clinch. Very, very wise head for a young lad.
Oh, very. And he boxes very clever. And he look at him just moving out of the way and then
Picking the shots and then moving away.
yeah, I mean, that's all you need to do. I mean, you don't need to get involved in wars. Let's face it, if he does this for 12 rounds, he becomes a world champion.
Yeah, and he wins quite convincingly as well.
Yeah. And I think he acknowledged he hit Moruti a bit low there, but he put his hand up. I don't think there was anything malicious in it. Maruti's shorts are quite high anyway.
They are, aren't they? That waistband comes right up.
It's some fucking waistband.
I know.
I've seen girls wear the waistband alone as a skirt.
But no, so far, as we say, it's an interesting fight. We're in round 3.
Yeah.
Edwards is just literally picking him off, really.
And then, and funny,
it's not even a jab and move. He's dancing.
Moruti thought he caught him there, but Edwards came out so quickly and turned it around. And Moruti got in trouble now for hitting after the bell. Obviously, we can't.
Edwards landing some great shots there to the body.
So, I have a 27-30 after 3.
Moruti being told off at the end of the round there as he threw a shot right after the bell. The ref sort of steps in and goes, "Look, hang on a minute."
So what way have you got it, folks? I don't think you could have it too much different than us, but what do you think of the fight so far?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think Edwards has just taken the first 3 rounds with ease, really.
Yeah, and I like Edwards' game plan. I mean, he knows he's not a power. He knows he's not a power puncher, so he's a volume puncher, and he's a get the fuck out of there. You know?
Works. He's doing what he knows he's good at.
Exactly.
Why mix it up with a guy that's got 26 knockouts out of 42 fights, and he's only lost what?
Yeah.
Is it 2 or 3?
And even Edwards' punch selection, the way
41 fights, and he's only lost 2. You don't want to mix with a guy like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like Sonny's really picking up momentum, and those shots are looking more spiteful as the fight goes on.
Yeah. Obviously, he's growing in confidence. There was a bit of a clinch there, but then the referee has split them, and now Edwards is picking him off with the jab again.
Yeah, he's got a real good mix of punches, isn't he?
And just the way he can pull his head out of the way. I mean, he can move. I'm very impressed with Sonny Edwards' movement here.
I just think for a young man, I think he's boxing really well. He's going into a world title fight after 15 fights. Hats off to him.
That's 2 lovely hooks, a right hook and then an absolute wonderfully scoring left hook. So
and just to let you know, sort of people at home, anyone that's listening, we're not being biased towards Sonny Edwards. It's the fact that he is just boxing so much better, and
I don't think I could.
And Moruti hasn't shown anything yet. Sonny is just literally.
Moruti, Sonny hasn't allowed him to, So
no. He's not being allowed to have the fight he wants.
Because Edwards isn't standing there long enough for him to land.
Yes, he's got brilliant dancing feet.
Like he's so fast, and even just moving out of the way, even just tilting his head out of the way, and it's very good. And in the clinch, then, I mean, he's clever as well.
Minute to go, and it's another good round for Edwards. You can't fault him at the moment.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a punch perfect movement performance.
It is. Now there's a bit of a trading here, but Edwards has come out of it unscathed and again showing the jab.
Yeah, he's got a very good jab.
And I think his youthfulness could help him win this fight.
Yeah, and the thing is, Maruti's got to put the foot on the pedal at some point. Otherwise, it's just going to drift. It's just going to
Well,
far
Moruti seems to be swinging
away.
a bit more wildly now because he's just determined to land something, whereas Edwards is just picking him off at will, in my opinion. So I have now got that 36-40
Yeah,
to Edwards.
it's the point scoring punches, isn't it? He's just landing them, and he's landing them so well.
Yeah.
If you're watching it at home, let us know in the comments what your predictions are, how you've got it so far.
I'm just going to step out, and I'll be back in a moment.
Right. No worries. So, and we'll be back in a minute. Yeah, literally going into round 5. Sonny Edwards is just in autopilot, really. He seems to just be taking over, getting the job done, and yeah, he's led from the start, listening to his corner every time he goes back, and he just seems to be getting the job done. You know, he's going to be a world champion at this rate if he just keeps it up. Moruti hasn't really sort of put his foot on the gas at all. But yeah, we'll see what happens next. And Ender's back with us. Hang on a minute, take him off mute. Mate, you've put yourself on mute.
I did. I was trying to unmute me.
Sorry. So yeah, he's as Marty G. Marty G's back with us. Sonny coaching so far, very impressive. Yeah,
I mean, you know, as a non-English person, I think I can kind of speak without any kind of fear or favour here. I'm very impressed with Sonny Edwards.
Yeah. Claire Gallen, where can I stream? Where can I stream the fight? Well, I don't know where you can stream it. It's on BT Sport. But
well, you can listen along with us and we'll let you know what's happening. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show you anything.
Yeah, we can't show you anything, but yeah, it's definitely on BT Sport, and I know there's other channels available. So yeah, as I say, stay with us for the moment. It's just put cool. Thanks. No worries at all, Claire. Have a good evening and enjoy the boxing. Let's just say, how is everyone else doing it so far? As we're saying, Marty G's put Sonny is coasting so far, and he's looking so good.
And I'd say Sonny's brother is watching along, and he's very impressed.
Yeah, and to be fair, to have another world champion in the family, well. But we're round 5 for 12. About a minute and 15 seconds to go. He's yeah. Any sign of danger, and Sonny's out of there. But he lands about 3 or 4 punches before he does it. He makes sure he gets those points.
But he's been caught a little bit more here, I find.
Yeah. This is obviously a round where he's trying to take a bit of a breather, I think. And his opponent's just putting it on him. He's staying on him now. But Sonny's just got to be careful. You know, you don't want to get complacent. We saw that in the other fight. You know, you can be so far ahead, and then all of a sudden you realise that they're only sort of 2 rounds or a round behind you, and the pressure's on. So, yeah, it's been a good night of boxing so far, I have to say.
It has, and they've been very different fights. I mean, the last fight was a scrap, and this fight is far more technical because it's all about Sonny just hitting and getting out of the way. And there was a clinch there, and I don't think Sonny's too happy now with the shenanigans.
So, thank you, Uncle Frank.
Well, that's another round I've given to Sonny, so I've given him 5 rounds on the bounce now.
Yeah, he's like we were saying, it's almost like he's just hit cruise control really, and off he goes.
Now that was a tighter round, don't get me wrong, but I still think Sonny...
that was probably the tightest round so far.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see now where that's 5 rounds. Obviously, we've one more round before we're halfway. Can the champion take over, or will Sonny just keep going the way he's going? Because that's all he has to do to win this. He has to keep going, not be hit, and get his scoring punches in.
Box clever. So
And he has been boxing very clever.
While we're during our rounds, I think we'll have some of this.
Are you ready?
So welcome back to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And you are joining us in round 6 of 12. Sonny is pretty much in cruise control, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, like I love the way he got completely out of the way of the shot there. No, I do note he is being caught a little bit more.
We've got Nay TV who's joined us. Thanks for joining. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the content. Another time, obviously, as you're watching the live watch along. Nay TV, I can't see the fight. How's it going? It's round 6 at the moment, and pretty much Sonny Edwards dominated the first 5 rounds with a really clinical boxing display.
Yeah, just it's jab and move, and he's in and out of there.
Yeah, he's looking really good, and
and the way he just moves, gets out of those tight positions, and leaves your man just hitting fresh air. It's impressive.
I have to say, at this rate, we've got a new world champion because he's just boxing brilliantly. And
it'll be interesting to see. I mean, the championship rounds are telling. So if he can keep it up, yes.
And let's be honest, if it gets to the championship rounds, this is where Moruti's experience comes in because he knows how to work those rounds.
Because Sonny has only got 15 fights.
Yeah, as we say up to this point, Nay TV, it's just a clever boxing display by Sonny. Thanks for joining us. And as I say, he's just getting the job done, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really loving his display. It's just jabbing and moving, and if there's a bit of whatever there, like he can get stuck in as well. And then
like I said, you don't want to get too drawn into the fight that Moruti wants, because he'll take you there. And his knockouts speak volume. So
I think Sonny is doing exactly the right thing here. I mean, he's jabbing, and there he's gone again. And Moruti is hitting fresh air, and that's so impressive.
Well, as I say, he's boxing his fight, and at this rate, you can't outbox Sonny Edwards. He's just boxing really well. So that's where we're at. In a roundabout way, that's where we're at, Nay TV.
Yeah, I'm looking at Sonny hitting, scoring, landing, moving, and then Moruti hitting fresh air, and I have it 60-54.
He's put perfect. I've bet on Edwards. Put my thumbs up and subscribe, you bro. Thank you very much.
Buddy. And hopefully your Edwards will win. I've also backed Edwards. He's part of my combination bet, which is winning because all the ones I bet on have won.
As I say, if you're also if people are also on Twitter, we're on there. I'm at JG's Fight Talk. Ender's on there at EFB Man. Give us a follow. We're always chatting boxing.
Or Arsenal.
Yeah, it's mainly boxing.
Lately, it's nothing but boxing. I think our Arsenal friends are probably going, but they like it too. I mean, in fairness, we've had a big Arsenal podcast.
Yeah, Ryan popped on earlier.
Ryan in earlier.
Mr. Arsenal podcast.
What am I like with names? But in fairness, Richie Woodall has got it right. He's got the same score as me, 54-60.
Yeah, he's, as you say.
I like it when people agree with me.
He's literally, well, to be fair, you can't really disagree on this one.
Oh, you'd be surprised. This is boxing after all.
Edwards is just looking, he's just punch perfect at the moment. Great movement, and look at that, the movement, how he just gets out of the way, and Moruti just falls into the ropes basically, because it's like we said, who's gonna get there? It's youth, youth over experience, isn't it, at the moment? So Marty G will follow, lads, although I am a year. Well,
it's all right, because I think one of our biggest friends is a Spurs fan, but he doesn't mention. And let's face it, we're not going to be shouting much either, but we do know what a trophy looks like.
Yeah, well, and I think Sonny Edwards is going to know what a belt looks like at the end of this one. So,
absolutely.
As I say, we're just happy. We're two fans that love boxing, and we come on and we love to share it with other people and have a chat.
Yeah, and especially if you're watching along, happy days. If you can't watch the fight, we'll try and guide you through how the fight is going.
Yeah,
Edwards is continuing as he's boxed for the last 6 rounds. He's jabbing, he's moving, he's punching, he's moving, he's hitting, he's getting out of the way, and it's just clever. He's making Moruti look foolish when hitting.
Yeah, you wouldn't think this guy's been undefeated since 2008, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So yeah,
I wonder.
Edwards doesn't want to stand toe to toe with this guy though, because the power.
Edwards has said that. He said that.
And he caught him a minute ago, but Edwards just gets back on the bike and thinks, right, back to what I'm doing, back to what the corner's telling me to do, stick to the game plan. So
Edwards has rushed him once or twice now with the head, which is interesting, but and Edwards is catching him with some hooks as well, and it's
he's got some really good combination of punches.
And
he's working the body well. He's as you say, he's landing the hooks, and he leads really well with that jab. Really good jab. So
and just a flurry of punches there, and Moruti is landing one or two, but nothing like the volume that Edwards has, and it's how Edwards can turn that 90.
Moruti had a bit of success there. He landed sort of 3 or 4, but Edwards just back on the bike, jab move, and he's doing it so well. So it's another round.
I have it 7 rounds to zip, would you believe?
Even though, to be fair, that was probably Muruti's best round so far.
It was Muruti's best round. So you have to wonder, is Moruti going to come into this now? Next round is round 8, and so there's 5 rounds left, and if Moruti can wear him down. But to me, Edwards doesn't look tired. He doesn't look worn out. Obviously, he hasn't been hit that hard, so he's not sore. So
we're going to find out as the fight goes on. Does the experience creep in now? So,
but what's the experience going to do? I mean, he needs another game plan. He needs to catch Edwards. He
almost needs to corner him. And literally, he's got to knock him out.
Yeah, he needs a really big to slow Edwards down.
He can't win otherwise, unless he,
Well, yeah, he needs to win by stoppage, really, at this point. But obviously, you can have a few 10-8 rounds if you got knockdowns. But where is these knockdowns going to come from?
Well, so far, nowhere. But you never know. If a guy possesses power, it can happen, can't it? So we shall see. Stay tuned with us on JG's Fight Talk, and as we say, we'll guide you through the fight.
Yeah, and the referee's just warned them there about their heads, and he's.
And as I say, we are also there's a bit of a little lull, shall we say? We'll be here for the Sky Sports Boxing tomorrow, and we'll also be doing the live watch along for Andy Ruiz versus Areola on early hours of Sunday morning, so tune in to both days.
Yeah, and that's available on Premier Sports if you have that channel. Just let people know.
Yeah, we'll be following the boxing. We'll be dropping some predictions. The prediction shows are already out there, but we'll drop them onto sort of Twitter and other sites tomorrow, so you can have a look at them. And a great interview I had with Joseph Parker the other day.
That was very good.
Yeah, Really nice guy. So let's hope that fight goes ahead, but we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Well, I just think that's all
Camaraderie.
I mean, no, it's fluff and nonsense. I mean, how long does it take bloody Chisora to pack his bags? He's been packing them for the last 9 hours. He's still there.
Marty G. Oh, didn't know that about Premier Sports. Nice one. Love the predictions, lads. No, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
I often find out people don't know that, and I mean, I'm glued to Twitter, and bang, the second I saw it on Premier Sports, I was letting people know, because some people have it as part of the package they're on.
Yeah.
You know? Because I know in Ireland it comes with the BT package. That's how we can see it. But I think it's in, whatever way it's offered in the UK.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, as we say, we're currently in round 8. 50 seconds to go, and Sonny's just doing what Sonny does.
Yeah.
Boxing really well, good movement, really good head movement, and he moves really quickly. Situations, jab and move, lands a couple of body punches, had some great hooks as well. And he's just point scoring his way to a world title currently. So keep it up, Sonny. You're doing well.
And the jabs and the hooks as he's leaving.
Yeah, he's just very, very, very comfortable in there, isn't
he? He is. And he's even dropping his hands now. So he's toying.
Let's hope he doesn't get too cocky though, because that's where this guy still comes into the fight quite well.
And would you believe I've given Edwards that round as well? So I have it 80-72 after 8 rounds. Every round to Edwards on points, obviously, by 1. There's no knockdowns. But he's looking so impressive. He's moving out of the way. He's just hitting, not being hit. It's so clever. Just wondering in the comments, what have you got? What do you think of this? I mean, Edwards, obviously, I believe he's fighting the right fight for him. He doesn't have the power, but he does have that speed and that movement that just wins him rounds so easily in the eyes of me as a former judge. And 72-80, Richie Woodall's got it right because he agrees with me.
You love it, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I have to say, thanks to all the people that tuned in for the Conlan Beluti fight, all 118 of you. So thank you very much. Really good fight that was, actually.
It was a scrappy fight.
Bit of a scrappy. Could have gone either way, but Conlan won that one. So congratulations to Conlan and Beluti.
Two of the cards were fine. One of the cards was a bit wide for me, but
Beluti will. I'd like to see him fight again. I thought he was tough, resilient guy, really good. Mr. Arsenal podcast, a busy weekend for you guys. 100%, mate. We love it.
This is it. And I mean, let's face it. We've got I have Monday off, so I don't care.
No, we're well and
plus, I nothing else to do. We're still in lockdown in Ireland. And
to be fair, I don't really have a lot to do either. So
yeah, but you have a family. Oh, I mean, look at that. I just love the way he does that. And I don't know, are there people like me that like these defensive fighters that are just so clever at getting out of the way and leaving the boxer hitting clean air?
It's not completely defensive though, is it? It's a really clever counter punch approach where he just
he's not countering.
His movement is his best attribute.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But he's not counter punching. He's punching first and getting out of the way. And it's wonderful. I love it.
Well, let's hope he can hang on a bit longer. As we say, we're in round 9 of 12 championship rounds next. So, yeah. As we say, as it currently stands, Edwards has won every single round, which is unbelievable. I didn't think he'd do that, to be honest. Did you, Ender?
No, absolutely not. I mean, when I said Edwards on points, I was not predicting it to be wide. But Edwards is clever. He ties him up as well. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a very clever boxer. I'm really liking him.
But no,
With his funky shorts.
with his funky choker shorts. I think as well, the mad thing is, Sonny doesn't even look tired. He just...
He's the Energizer freaking bunny.
Yeah, he is. He literally... some good body shots there. By
Guess
Moruti.
what? I've given him round 9.
You've given Moruti round 9?
No. Edwards.
I was going to say Moruti another better round, but not enough to win it.
No. Edwards was, like, obviously he's closing the gap, but still the gap is wide.
But Moruti was scoring some really good body shots there, and maybe that's what he needs to do, is to sort of break that engine down, because...
Well, he's the championship rounds now to hold on to his belt.
Sonny will go all day. Sonny will go all day long. Mr. Arsenal podcast. Hi Ryan. Who wins the main event tomorrow, lads? I think I know who Joel will go with.
Well, I've gone for Parker late stoppage.
Ryan, if you haven't checked out the prediction show, go over and check it out. You'll find out the predictions there. But Ender, what did you go with?
Did I go for Parker by late KO or points, I think?
Yeah, I went Parker late stoppage and points. And I think you went the same, or whether it was just points, I'm not too sure.
Mm.
But yeah, check it out. It's on JG's Fight Talk on YouTube. Head over there, hit the subscribe button, and check out the rest of the content. Yeah, it's going to be a good fight tomorrow. But then I think you look at a lot of the fights on that card. I think there's some good fights on there. So tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing
the fight of the night for me is Taylor versus Jonas, Ireland versus England.
Yeah, we'll be doing the live watch along for pretty much the whole card tomorrow. So tune in and
our good friend, the Romford Bull, he's now on the card, so we'll be covering his fight.
Yeah, no, we'll
Johnny Fisher.
We'll keep you entertained and up to date. All right, so we're still with this fight, round 10 of 12. There's about 1 minute 40 left of round 10, as we say, and more of the same from Sonny Edwards, and he's looking very good. Ryan, who have you got for tomorrow? I'm intrigued.
And Edwards, Edwards is really, he's making a merry fool of him there. He just had him let him fall into the ropes again.
Yeah, really good movement. And it's like tap, move, and then he's back in tap, move, and it's just the point scoring punches. He does it so well. Really impressed with Sonny. Really impressed. I think, like we were saying earlier, Frank's got a real good fighter here. Let's just hope he gets the right fights at the right time, and I think you could have a really good career, especially when you're boxing like this, because you're not taking too many shots either.
But the point of it is, if he ends up against a boxer that's a similar style, then that's where it could get more difficult.
It could be interesting. Could be very interesting. Ryan's put, I've already subbed to the channel, mate, from day one. Loved your Parker interview, and I reckon Parker by KO by round 7.
There you go now.
Yeah. Ryan has spoken. It must be true.
Well, Ryan, don't forget to enter the competition to win your CBT oil jellies. Yeah.
If you go onto Twitter, there's a competition on there for JG's Fight Talk. Check it out. All the information's on there. We won't go.
That's the end of round 10, which again followed a similar pattern. So I have it. 90.
Let's know how else is everyone else scoring this one.
I've given Edwards every round.
Yeah, I have to say, Moruti has, in 2 rounds, he's had some success, but not enough success to overrule the round. So, yeah, it's
But I mean, as a scoring judge, what Edwards is doing is just you love to see it.
yeah,
Hit or not being hit. It's quite simple.
yeah, it's brilliant, to be honest.
Round 11.
Dave Cordwell, he's put 6 more minutes of beautiful boxing. Keep it up, Sonny. You can't.
Oh, I have to say, I am very impressed with Sonny Edwards this evening. I'm just really enjoying it. I mean, I'm just enjoying the way he's just boxing and getting out of there. His feints, his movement, and then he clinches as well. I mean, he's got it all really. I think the one thing he seems to be lacking is a power punch knockout, but does he need that?
Well, this is it. Yeah, it's as you say, it's have some more of these, basically.
Well, it really is now.
As we say, we're deep in the championship rounds now. Moruti is landing.
Yeah, I think Moruti is.
He's landing some bigger shots now, and he's moving well himself. So Sonny's got to kind of ride the storm here a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even if he lost this round and was still in it, I don't think it would be a bad thing for Sonny, because Moruti is landing the shots now at the moment. Sonny is throwing less shots and he's clinching more. So this seems to be the first round that I'm likely to give to Moruti, which will be round 11. Again, Moruti caught him there.
Yeah, Maruti's definitely had one of those rounds where.
But now Edwards is picking him off again. But Moruti now is back throwing some back. So I still think on the balance of things, Moruti is up in this round.
About a minute to go, isn't there? So it'd be interesting to just see how.
There's another great shot by Moruti.
Oh, yeah, he landed a really good shot there. So Sonny's just got to ride this out. He's got to think that I'm nearly sort of 3.5 minutes to go here. I've got to hang on.
Is Sonny just taking a coaster round 11 to burst out in round 12? I don't know, because he's throwing less punches.
Would you want to come out and burst in round 12 when you've got Moruti sort of knowing that guy's got that power?
Well, maybe he's going to do what he's doing now. He's kind of on his bicycle. He's not throwing as many punches, so he's letting Moruti throw the punches. But Moruti caught him there 2 or 3 punches in a row. Edwards did throw a few back there, and Moruti caught him again. So Maruti's definitely landing the more shots here in round 11.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sonny's just got to be careful. He doesn't.
Yeah, and there's the end of round 11. So that's the first round I've given to Moruti, and he definitely won it for me anyway.
Yeah.
So it's 100 to 109.
Well, we shall see. As we say, we're going to be entering round 12 shortly. Miss Boxing fan, she's jumped in quickly. Nice that you've jumped. Can I just say, she's been brilliant all evening. Thanks for coming on. Come on, Sonny. Yeah,
she's been our reporter on the ground.
Yeah, she's been brilliant tonight. So thank you for coming on.
Thanks, everyone.
And as for everyone who's joined us, put comments in, really appreciate it. You know, we do this only because, you know, we enjoy it, and the fact that you enjoy it too just makes it even better. So thanks for everyone for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button on JG's Fight Talk, and we go again tomorrow.
Yeah, and here's round 12. And don't forget to enter that competition.
Yeah, there's a competition on Twitter. Dive onto JG's Fight Talk and have a look.
Yeah, in 3 minutes time, because you know who'll have won the fight.
Well, yeah, let's hope that Sonny can ride this last 3 minutes out, because Moruti's really going to go for it. I think he has
is.
to.
But I think Sonny's been so clever so far that
As I say, you've got to overcome that experience now, because this is where Moruti could be. It's dangerous because he's been here before.
But Sonny is just batting him off now and keeping him at bay. You know, his punches aren't to score now; they're just to keep Moruti away.
He's done it since 2008. Do you know what I mean? It's not the sort of guy you want to stand toe to toe with. So Sonny's doing the right thing. Move out of the way. Get the point scoring punches in and get out of there, because you've done.
2 minutes left, and then he's champion. That's all he has to do.
I wonder if there's a rematch clause.
I don't think.
I don't think it's needed, but
I think Moruti will just probably retire.
Yeah, you say that. I think he's probably still got something in his locker just against someone who's willing to stand and trade.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe, you know, this would be kind of a passing of the guard, and he might just. But then again, do boxers ever really retire?
Well, this is it. But yeah, Sonny just getting into the clinch to give himself a breather, but at the same time,
Sonny even caught he
get the seconds down, get the clock down a bit.
Yeah, he's got just over 1 minute now, 1 minute left, and he is champion.
Yeah, brilliant performance, I have to say. Really impressed with Sonny Edwards. Really impressed, and he deserves it.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's got his game plan absolutely bang on tonight. Technically brilliant. His head movement, his footwork, punches in bunches. He's done the full works, really. So, hats off to him.
Now, in fairness, I think he's lost the 12th round as well, but I don't think that really matters.
No, I think it's almost just getting survival mode, really.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. It's keeping him back with the jab, so nothing particularly big scores. But you know, we're entering the last few seconds.
Good little uppercut there by Sonny, just to see the round out.
So I have.
He needs to be careful here at the end, just to get over the line, but he's done it, and what a fight!
Yeah,
I have to say, brilliant. You know, we obviously don't know who the winner is by cards yet, but all I will say is, what a performance by Sonny Edwards.
Well, I can't see how anyone could give that apart from Sonny Edwards. It's the question of is by how much.
Yeah. Enter, do you want to mute?
Yeah, I'll mute, no problem. Before that, I'll give you my score. The final score was 110 to 118. Your winner and new champion, Sonny Edwards. So we'll just see. What did you give it?
Stuart Gardner's joined us. Well done, Sonny. Yeah, great performance. And thanks for tuning in, Stuart. You're a top bloke.
What was your score?
Yeah, let us know your scores.
No, what was your score?
What was mine? The same as yours. I think you nicked the last 2 rounds, but I thought Sonny up to that point just brilliant display.
I can't disagree with that. Grant, I'm going to go on mute, so you keep talking away.
Miss Boxing Fan, I hate
Miss Boxing Fan, turn them off and listen to us. That's what we do. Okay.
That's what we're here for. But Sonny, brilliant performance. Just massively impressed. Got on his bike, did what he needed to do, boxed really well, moved his head well, good foot movement. Just got the job done. Just waiting for the judges' scorecards. As I say, we'll be here doing a live watch along for Sky Sports box office tomorrow. We'll also be doing a live watch along for Andy Ruiz versus Ariola in the morning, which I believe is on Premier Sports as well. So yeah, a full weekend of boxing. Really looking forward to what's coming up. But congratulations, Sonny Edwards. What a performance! And yeah, some good performances this evening. For me, Troy Williamson versus Smith was a really good fight. Yeah, hell of a knockout in the end. Great finish by Troy Williamson. And he's put himself in a great position to fight Ted Cheeseman for the British title, which me and Endo are really looking forward to if we get to see that one. So, yeah, I know Ender's just getting the scores now, and then he'll pop back in, let us know. And as I say, thanks for tuning in to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the other live watch-alongs. But Ender, where do we sit with the scores?
Yep, so the scores are, first judge gave it 118 to 111. The second judge 120 to 108. That's a shutout.
Wow.
And the last judge gave it 115 to 113, which I thought was a bit strange. But
we've got the extra wide to the really narrow.
Well, I mean, extra wide is, yeah, it's a little bit unfair. But I mean, 118 to 111 obviously is the correct one because that's the one.
Well, Sonny's got the belt on. And
yeah,
it looks
well,
good.
Fair play to him, and it's much deserved. And congratulations to Sonny Edwards. Let us know in the comments. I presume you all had Sonny winning.
Yeah.
Anyone that backed Sonny beforehand, congratulations. I hope you didn't back him for a KO because he even told you himself he ain't going to KO him. So fair play to Sonny Edwards, and he's followed in his brother's footsteps, and he is the champion of the world.
Well, on that note, we will be here for Sky Sports Box Office live watch along tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll be here Sunday morning. Andy Ruiz versus Areola on Premier Sports, and we'll be doing that Sunday morning on the Areolas. And yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Cheers.
If you're joining us for the first time, or watched us for the first time, or whatever for the first time, head over to JG's Fight Talk on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, check out the content. There's some great interviews from fighters that were on the card today. There's some great interviews from fighters that are on the card tomorrow. So yeah, check them out while you've got a free moment. And
including Joseph Parker. Right. And check out Tennyson's interview. Oh, not Tennyson, sorry. Today, the guy, Mr. Cool on his Xbox. Williamson, yes. He's the coolest interview ever. That guy is so laid back.
But no, Ender, thanks as always.
Yeah, no problem. It's great watching along with you, Joel, even if I forget people's names sometimes.
Who cares?
Well, anyway, tomorrow's part 2 of the Big Weekender.
So,
like what I did there.
I see what you did. So, on that note, thanks for watching.
Slangafall.
Thanks for watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And
have some of this.
Cheers, lads. Great stream.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And then Ender, go for it.
Have some of this.
Have some of this. See you tomorrow.
Are you ready?